line. You used to be able to walk from the neighborhood all the way over here to 15th or 16th Street, but they have sections of it that are closed off from the pandemic and homeless encampments and stuff like that. So you can't do that walk any longer. Every once in a blue moon, I would walk under there if it were pouring rain and I didn't have an umbrella and I would need to walk this couple blocks here. So I'm here on Locust. I just stepped off of 15th Street and I'm heading east towards 14th. The numbers go down when you go east. And 14th Street is also known as, and more formally known as, Broad Street. That's it. Cambria Hotel with a dot over the I, as if they were recording. It's a scare tactic for you. She's really so good at that. How crazy would it be if there's like a master broadcaster in the sky who would send messages to 5,000 people who happen to be in your close proximity, and it could seem, and you wind up targeted by that master broadcaster in the sky, or master people whisperer, sort of like a dog whisperer. So all weekend you're thinking, I'm extra tired, I'm extra tired, I'm extra tired. And all of a sudden, someone who never says that they're extra tired says on Monday morning, I'm extra tired, and it comes across as really overly coincidental and weird. Wait for this guy to pause. Or I'm trying to think, say you thought something unusual, and someone says it to you, or like 500 people say the same thing, and those 500 people would seem like they could read your brain or hear you personally. It would be more like mind reading. Like you're thinking all weekend that a certain thought, and that thought comes up Monday morning or Tuesday morning by 500 people, and all those people can come across as if they know a secret about life, and they secretly know your business, stuff like that. And that is whack. That would mean the master broadcaster, people whisperer, dog whisperer, whatever you want to call it, that person needs to sort of be corrected and maybe shuffled off to the, exit stage left, exit stage right, whatever, exit stage altogether. Because for some reason that master broadcaster desperately needed to mind FUCK one person, and the person doesn't really know why, other than that person isn't that easy to manipulate. So say you're the target and you don't like being told what to do, you're willing to cooperate like at a job or whatever, but maybe you have people who are too heavy-handed, and you kind of stand up for yourself, and boom, you get targeted. Boom. You don't tell me that I can't tell you what to do. And boom, 5,000 people in your matrix seemingly know your personal business. They might even do weird things like text you a message with just a period to indicate that it would seem like they secretly knew when your menstrual cycle started. And you're like, how would so-and-so from this place or that place know anything about my menstrual cycle? By the way, I happen to be old enough, I'm on menopause, so we're done, but that's happened in the past where I had 2 separate people texting in response, and what would show up would be just a period. So because part of my experience is, well, communicate, find out why they sent a period. And I'm always having to do all the hard work, right? So I had to do that a million times. So I had to check in. Oh, I only got a period. Did you send a whole text and only a period came through? Like, I'm not sure what you meant. And then one person came up with the excuse that because she had an iPhone, her emojis might not have shown up on my phone, which was not an iPhone. In fact, I might have had a flip phone at the time. I can't remember. But that was the idea, like, well, the emoji didn't show up, and she sent an emoji separately in a text separately from a larger body text, even though it all came off as cattywampus. Another person would just not even have that excuse. They would just be like, oh, sorry, I guess I sent a period. But see how those 2 people can come across as if they knew that I had started my menstrual or my period. And it's like, that's creepy. That is creepy. What if every text message you get is riddled with little innuendos or hints that somebody knows what you're doing in the privacy of your own home? And you're thinking, that's odd, and it could even be, it could be someone you hired to clean your house, for God's sake, it could even be someone you actually hired to do something for you, per se. Like, how would she know? The period thing wouldn't be the best example, but say you hadn't seen her in a month, in like 3, we'll just go with it, like 80 days. And they too send just a period in a text. So anyway, that's a little talk there about people who've been targeted and start to feel paranoia, and they're really not paranoid. People are inducing paranoia. There could be a master operator at work who's broadcasting certain messages to people, and those people pick it up in their brain, and they decide to vocalize it or even text it in some way, or they think they're special, like, oh, we must be, oh my gosh, we must be partially special because we got to live in the duck pond in Gainesville, Florida.